Okay, it's just starting. So K against no name. There's the marksman spec for the no name guy. These are pretty horrible options for K. Like really horrible. These two pickable ones. I feel like cost control is not good on this patch, but it's playable, but I don't think it's that good with sledgehammers. I think you need like Fang Storm or something with the cost control. So I would imagine it's gonna be a fortified spec with against marksman spec, right? Oh, it took the speed spec actually. So here we have K on the top with speed spec. And he's positioning quite far back as a speed specialist. I think it's a very interesting style with speed spec that you deploy like here, a little bit backwards, but you play kinda aggressive and then you pull the enemy guys here, and even if he places stuff here, like here, it will all get pulled because you are so far back, but you are quite fast to the tower. It's very interesting playstyle. I think it's kinda like people don't have much experience playing it or defending it, because the pulls are very weird. Yeah, the marksman spec is just way too strong in these Tarantula mirrors. But the positioning is kinda... I would never put it in the center, I don't know. Like, this has to be terrible positioning by the no-name guy, because he lost the first round. Right, you should never lose this, like never ever ever. Laser sight. Redeployment really strong. I would always pick the redeployment here every single time. It's so good. People don't realize its value with the free unit drop. It's like crazy. Okay, straight into ASSAULT. I wouldn't do this play myself, but let's see how it goes. Flanking. I think it's also pretty risky to commit to the flanks before you see the first unit drop. Like with a marksman. Maybe with the ASSAULT it's fine. He will get a favorable trade here. Instantly. Yeah, I guess if you deploy like this in the center, you need to actually pull all the units on round 1. Like if you position your guy here, it will pull from here, right? He actually... Maybe this died just too fast. Yeah, both the Phoenix and Rhino are quite good here. Would have probably picked the Rhino as K myself. Yeah, this is not needed. This is just a waste of technology. You don't have to EMP the marksman, you can just kill the marksman. I mean, this Tarantula is fine here because it protects the fangs and crawlers. It makes it so that the marksman doesn't do anything. But he's way too far. He should put the Tarantula like here and the Phoenix here, so they insta-kill the guy. So that way the units are faster into the battle. Like this is just wasting some time here, I think. Good pull on here though, gets the tower with the Rhino. He doesn't have shooting squad or quickly reload. These are kinda terrible technologies for the assault marksman. Like he cannot commit into the assault marksman here. He can maybe do range, but I feel like the double shot is pretty bad. Monks, don't you like the mechabellum music? It's the first day I'm listening to it. Or I listened to it like 15 minutes when the patch came out. But this is my first day. Full day of listening to it. Yeah, I think the music is pretty good, but it gets pretty old pretty fast. Strike spec. Kinda interesting that he actually picks the strike spec here. I feel like this is pretty well defended. Here I think the no-name guy maybe could have picked the strike spec for here. This game is really weird to me. I am never in these kinds of boards. Sells the Rhino, his best unit. I think it was a mistake to put it so forward, maybe. The Fortress Anti-Air is a good play, but I feel like he should position near the Tarantula, because the Tarantula is his only chaff clear, right? Maybe he has the Assman. Because if the Tarantula dies, then the Fortress will be stuck on the chaff. So the Fortress protecting the Tarantula would be quite valuable. Maybe he's just scared to get EMP'd and not kill the Phoenix. I feel like also people do this way too much, that they unlock like one unit and build a technology for it. Even though it's really strong here, the enemy knows exactly what he's doing. Like, he even loses the round. And now the enemy can just prepare for a counter. It's a lot more tempo if you do like 2 or 3 fortresses in a round. Like, there could be a chance that the enemy commits more into the phoenixes. But it already happened here, I guess. Vulcan drop, you don't see that so often. Might take the towers. I don't think any sane person would take Vulcan drop when both guys are at 4k health. So maybe this will go through and he will take a lot of damage here. Good item here. The fortress takes a long time to leave. And then the Mustangs can finish the phoenixes. So K is kinda a bit too heavily into the phoenix. He might need a melting point here, but it's kinda awkward to build a unit for the same role because he already have the phoenix. Then all his chaff clear dies to the fort. Like, he should be looking into how to go to war factories here for sure, but don't know if he has the money to do it. This certainly doesn't help his money situation. He paid a lot of money to basically do no damage this turn. Well, I guess it's 800 still, so it's something. And this guy isn't even... Oh, I guess he deployed crawlers to respect the... haste module. I think actually going top supply and then factory is a legit play here for K. I think you can pick the top supply with factory, like even later rounds, because it's so much better than the efficient maintenance. But I might be wrong. Maybe you just always loan and go factory, and then just to finish the game. He's just committing more into it. But we have a big chaff clear problem here. On this side. Oh no, this is really bad. You don't ever do this. I think you just build Mustangs after the fortress, right? Sell the Tarantulas. You maybe go like range after you see a factory, and even that's not good. I feel after that you just unlock a melting point and don't try to go carry forts. But maybe if this takes long enough and the fortress will get levels, then he cannot go factory anymore. Because the forts with range overload actually kill the factory when they are leveled enough. But this was definitely the turn to go factory for K. It still might be good if he does it right now. All the fortress leveled though. And now there's the melting point. I feel like the melting point is actually better for this guy because of the factory. But neither of them are actually thinking about the factory, it seems like. Maybe I'm the only one who's thinking about the factory. And Sako is also thinking about the factory wherever he is. He's always thinking about the factory. Hit Mustang here, for sure. Mustang. Only chaff clear here, everything dies to Fang Shield. If this guy clicks Fang Shield, it's like game over. Right? Maybe he's expecting the Mustangs and doesn't click the shield because of it. Now the range is actually very good against the melting points. For sure the fortress guy wins this, right? For sure, for sure. Unless next turn he clicks the shield and he doesn't build Mustangs, right? Yeah, Demugodu. There's a lot of players in Mechabellum right now. Intensive training. I don't think you pick senior anymore. Where's the Mustangs? Please build Mustangs. EMP. If he clicks this button, he wins, I think. Okay, he's selling the Tarantula. Surely now it's a Mustang time, right? Okay, Vulcan. Well, that's basically the same role, but let's see actually how good is the Vulcan. I didn't even think about it. I thought the Mustangs are just a lot better here. Level 4 fort, by the way. Should he go overload against the melting points? Probably not. He went more sledges, right? Now he of course wins. Oh, okay, I think the... Yeah, okay, the game is over. I would have liked to see how the Vulcan will perform here without the oil. Like, the oil was pretty good here. So he got demolished. Who was higher MMR, by the way? I think K is higher MMR, right? Yeah, K is higher. So he made the correct pick with the sledgehammers against the melting point. They didn't think about the factory. Like, I think... Yeah, it's a gamble, I guess. This is Asian player also, right? And this is also 201. Or am I misremembering? Maybe they don't like the factory. But way too big commit to the Phoenixes at the start. That's how this happened, this whole game. It was the Phoenix EMP, and then he went like way too many Phoenixes everywhere.